everyone. I am surrounded by flowers because May reminds me of flowers, so I put flowers everywhere. Oh, I love flowers. They're just so bright and cheerful. And our craft today involves flowers. So we are going to do this really cool thing. We're going to have a homemade geo board. If you don't know what a geo board is, it's kind of a board where it has little pegs and you use rubber bands, big or small, depends how big your board is, and you just kind of make designs. So today's designs are flowers. In your kit, we have this piece of paper with, of course, the directions on one side, but on the other side, there's just a bunch of different sort of geo-shaped flowers for you to kind of look at, just so you can have some ideas. You don't have to use these. You can use your own. You can just look up flowers in general if you're kind of good with that, and just kind of use any kind of flower. You are going to have this square piece of styrofoam, and you're gonna have your directions. You're gonna have a little baggie full of, there are loom bands in here, just colorful loom bands. There's a bunch of green and then there's a bunch of colors. And there are also hidden on the bottom these little white, can you see those? Little white nails. The nails are where we're gonna help make our geo board. This is gonna be our board, and the nails will be the pegs. And then we'll use the loom bands to make the designs. So it might be easier, and I know you can't see my table, but that's okay. I'm gonna use this to kind of prop this up to help us see, to help you see what I'm doing, okay? So it might be, so what we're gonna do here, what you might wanna do, and it's totally up to you again, is if you have maybe a plate with some tiny edges, just to kind of, a bowl, I guess you could use a bowl too, it might be okay. So you've got this baggie, but it might be easier if you dump these onto the plate or the bowl. It might be easier to pick up the pieces. So I'm gonna dump these out because I think it'll be easier to see the rubber band colors and the nails. You'll maybe want to separate the nails from the rubber band or from the loom bands, because the nails are what you're going to use first. Something else you might want to have, and you don't need, but it could make this project a little bit easier, is a pencil. So looking at this piece of paper, looking at our piece of paper, you can pick which flower you want to maybe draw onto your geo board and start designing your geo flower, or draw your own flower. Again, you don't have to use these designs. I might pick an easier design, I'm not sure, but just a light sketch, and you don't even have to do the sketch if you don't want. If you think you can just poke your nails in. If you're just poking your nails in, keep in mind even when you draw, that you're gonna be poking your nails. I guess you could make like a circle-y type of, you could kind of put it however you want. You know what? Put it however you want. If you want to make it like a circle flower, you could probably do that. Wherever you put your nails is what you're going to hook your loom bands on to make your flower. I am definitely going to sketch, though. I'm going to sketch, oh gosh, this is a hard decision because I only know how to draw really one flower, but I'm going to try and draw one off of here. And you know what? I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do some triangle type of leaves. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to do them so that, and you know what? If you're not even the best of artists, which you'll see mine, not the best of artists, but that's okay because it's a flower and flowers aren't even all the same anyway. And the geo board's going to look awesome whether your flower is perfect or not. And flowers are all different anyway. They come in all different shapes and sizes. Just like people, right? Nothing, nobody is perfect. So I just kind of sketched out. Can you see the sketch? What? Can you see that? Okay, I just kind of sketched it out. So, you know what? Give me a second, but stay with me. Look at my beautiful flowers. I am going to raise the board a little bit so that you can see what I am, so you can actually see. Because what's the point of me holding it up so that you can see? I'm back if you can't see, right? This might help. How's that? It's still not high enough, guys. I'll be back again. Stay with me again. Maybe you could sing a song about flowers. Do we know a song about flowers? I don't know. Flowers are pretty. Flowers are bright. You know what? I'm going to grab two things. Flowers are colorful. Some flowers are white. Look at that. We all just learned a new song. And, okay. Let's prop it up this much. Oh yeah, that's better. Now, oh, now these beautiful flowers are in the way just a bit. So, there we go. Okay, so I have to have this kind of here so I can, okay. So, we have this started. Now I'm going to take my white nails and I'm going to kind of poke them into the corners. You don't want to poke them too far. You don't want to go all the way through where you might, you know, poke your fingers or something. Also, when you're drawing your flower, keep in mind you only have so many nails, which I actually didn't keep in mind, so hopefully I don't run out of nails. If you have more nails at home, go for it and use them. So you just kind of want to, and it pokes really easy because styrofoam is cool like that. Just poke them in there. I'm poking them into the angle. Ooh, you guys, we just learned a new word. Well, you probably know that word anyway. I'm poking them into, oh, I can't really, I'm looking at it from an angle. Oh gosh, I kill me. My kids are gonna love this video. So, I'm poking them into each corner, okay? Each corner gets a nail. And all the corners of the flower petals are finished. And now the middle gets one. And now, moving right along, we're going to go down to the stem. And I actually made, I think I'll have enough, yay! Look at that, I have a lot of flower on here. And I have enough nails, so you guys are gonna be able to do some awesome things. Okay, yay! Look at that, guys. I had just enough nails for what I drew. How cool is that? Try to make your nails straight if possible. If not, not a huge deal. There. Now, I'm going to show you close up, okay? Close up. So there's my flower, and there's my nails in every corner. Okay? So, now the next thing that we will do, oh, well, we're not going to knock over our thing, are we? Okay. Now, whoa, the nails are making it fall over because the nails are making it top heavy. Now is the fun part. Well, I mean, that was fun too. Now you're going to take your loom bands, and you are going to hook them on one nail and bring them down to another nail and start decorating your flower. So I started with the stem. Oh gosh. So I started with the stem, see? Oh, this is fun, guys. If you guys don't love this, I don't know. Oops, see? Now that loom band is actually too small for that, or it's not even holding it tight there. So I wonder if I could like double hook it, or maybe I'll make that longer at some point. And you know what? I wonder if I could just do this. Look at that. See? There. Oh, my stem is complete. You can even add more, okay? If you want. If you don't want your stem to be like just that. Now, I'm going to take some other colorful bands and start my flower, my petal part. The petal part of my flower. And I'm going to use, I might use all different colors, but I'm going to start with pink, just because that was the first color I picked up. And you're going to have a whole array of colors in your kit, because basically I just gave you a handful of loom bands. And I know some of them are white, and that's okay. Maybe you could put those like on top of other colors, or maybe you want to color your styrofoam. And then the white would really pop too. So that's a good idea. Or it's an idea. I don't know if you think it's a good idea, but it's an idea. So I'm using some blues, getting my flower all colorful. Yeah, this is actually, I like doing this. This is a lot of fun. There are so many different ways that you can make this geoboard type of thing. And really, you can design, I don't know what I think I might have, oh well, that's okay. You can make your flower however you want. And I might have messed mine up, but that's okay because it's a flower. And you can, anyway, I'm gonna leave it like this for now. But when you're doing your flower, you can really like play with this and like put your rubber bands in different, you can make like different designs. Like I could put one here on top and bring it all the way to the other side instead of just stopping in the middle. Although that nail wasn't very tight in there. So let me try it from this one and go over to this side. See? And then there's like, you can go crazy making like different designs. Maybe I'll push them in a little bit more. If you push them in a little bit further, yeah, that's probably a little bit better. So you don't want to poke it all the way through, but you don't want to leave it out too far, because if they're too far, then that's when they kind of bend when you're putting the rubber bands on, the loom bands. So just poke it down a little bit. So that's really it, guys. Basically, you're just going to keep adding the rubber bands however you want until your flower looks as beautiful as you'd like it to. And that's it. Now, when you're finished, you can do whatever. You can, when you're finished and your flower is complete, I'll show you a close-up again. Okay, let's go over here and I'm back. Okay, when you're finished, so this is what mine looks like. I was just kind of adding rubber bands. When you decide, oh, that's too, okay, I'll hold it like this. When you decide that you're finished with your flower, I feel like I have to add one, guys, while I'm talking. And you're happy with the way it looks, then you can either leave it and display it, because anybody who wouldn't want to look at these, right? Because they're beautiful. So you can leave it and display it. Or another thing you could do is you could take it apart and start over with a new design, a new flower. And you could just make a whole bunch of different kinds of flowers. Oh, I have to, see, I'm just like playing while I'm talking. So I'm getting distracted. And I just keep adding. And you can make like designs inside. If you make different kinds of flowers, there's all different kinds of designs. I mean, if you look at the different kinds of designs on the paper, look at this. There are so many different ways, okay? There are so many different, like I just went pretty basic. So you guys can do whatever you want. You can even do this even a little bit more extravagant and exciting. I probably could have made my flower bigger because this is a decent size piece of styrofoam. So you guys make your flowers however you want to make them, and when you're finished making it, take it apart, make another one. If you've done it so many times that this side of your styrofoam has too many holes to do it again, flip your styrofoam over and use the other side, because if you didn't poke it through too far, which, I mean, if you look really close, these are pretty decently pushed in and they did not go all the way through. So use the other side. You could do so many things with this. And after you've made about 10 different flowers and you're tired of making flowers, you can make different designs too. So the sky's the limit, everybody. You can do anything. Flowers. I just love flowers, and May is like a flower month, guys. Flowers, flowers everywhere. I love them. So make yourself some geoflowers if you can. I would love to see some pictures of the finished products, guys, because I would love to see all the different designs that you come up with. I know you guys have amazing imaginations. I would love to see it. So feel free to send in some pictures and just have fun. And if you have leftover loom bands and you decide you're finished with your project, what do you think you should do? Clean up. Good job. I haven't said that in a few videos, guys. I mean, you should be happy, right? No, for real. Just this is one of the easiest cleanups of the crafts I think that we've done in a long time. All you have to do is put your loom bands in a pile, put them in your hand, pick up your baggie, put them in your baggie, ziplock your baggie, put the baggie in a safe place, boom. So that's the loom band cleanup. You're right. Yep, you still have to put your pencil away, and if you want to keep this for future reference, put this away. Otherwise, recycle because it's paper. Okay? Easy peasy. And then display this when you're completely finished playing around with it. Display it somewhere, your final product. Okay? Send us a picture. I want to see what your imagination comes up with. All right? You guys have a great May. I hope that you guys treated your mothers to a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope that your moms got to rest and that you just treated your mom the way that she treats you every day of the year. And it was her turn for you to show her your appreciation. So I hope Mother's Day went amazing, and I hope that you make some awesome flowers, and I hope that you guys just have an amazing month. See you next month.